base doesn't ship. Nothing that's not numbered doesn't ship. Um, it's just autos and numbered stuff because there is a fuck ton of inserts in this stuff. Zeke, Dak, stuff like that will ship. But nobody really wants any of that other stuff anyway. Doesn't have pretty much any value to it. And it makes the break extremely long. And I just remember when we broke this when it came out, the break took forever because there's so many inserts in it. So, we have Bears, Colarulo, Colts, Nate. Chiefs, Goldfaden. Dolphins, Ricky Shaw. Jets, Nate. Steelers, Goldfaden. Raiders, Dylan. Bills, JJ. Browns, Nate. Bengals, Eric King. Broncos, Dave Lund. Titans, Marcus. Ravens, Tim. Redskins, Dyson. Lions, Tim. Saints, John. Eagles, Goldfaden. Seahawks, Salmieri. Falcons, Salmieri. Bucks, Tim. Vikings, Ricky Shaw. Packers, Cliff Sager. Jags, Salmieri. Cowboys, Sean James. Rams, Pete Studemund. Chargers, Shaver. 49ers, Dylan. Patriots, JJ. Texans, Dylan. Cardinals, Panthers combo. Oakstad. Giants, Colarulo. The Alumni Inc. If we hit Alumni Inc., which we hit a couple of them in the cases we did before, I posted the rules about that. So it'll go, if it's a retired player, it goes to the team they played for the most. If they played for multiple teams for the same amount of time, it goes to the team they played most recently for the most. But if they're a current active player and they're on a team, then they just go to that team. And if it's a undrafted player, wasn't drafted by an NFL team, and he's not currently on a team, like that freaking wide receiver that got arrested, what's his name? DeRunyon something. Like, that's just going to go into a pile, and it'll get randomized to one person in the break. There's a few guys like that in this. Some of these guys I may not be familiar with the teams, so just bear with me if we got to look stuff up. Remember, that was kind of a pain in the ass the first time. And there's no checklist out there that has these guys by NFL team. Which makes it a little difficult. But we will work through. I was going to do it by college team, but I started doing that, and it got fucking out of hand. I can't. Breaking. I think you'll be okay, though, Dave. Meet the biggest group complainer, Dave Lund. All right, here we go. Last time we broke this, we actually did really damn good. We had, we hit JJ. That was JJ's, like, first break in here. And I hit him, like, an out of 10 Peyton Manning auto or something like that. Pretty fun. That was before the Dak craze. We may have hit a couple Daks and didn't even realize how big of a deal it was. That was before everybody was going nuts over Dak. Everybody, I think Paxton Lynch was a bigger deal. I think we may have hit a Paxton Lynch cracked ice. He was a bigger deal than Dak because everybody thought he had the better chance to start than Dak did, and then Dak just went fucking nuts in preseason. Pussy-ass Romo got hurt again. But this is such a better deal than regular Contenders. With the way that Contenders is priced this year right now, it's fucking annoying. I just don't find it that entertaining to break, to be honest with you. I mean, I've already told you guys my opinions on that repeatedly. Alright, here we go. Contenders Draft. Lynch. And your first auto is a Colby Listenbee. Fuck, forget what team he's on. He's on an NFL team. Colby Listenbee. What team's he on again? Colby Listenbee. Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills. Zeke, insert. Derrick Henry. And your next auto, Jordan Williams, college bowl ticket out of 99. Another guy who I can never remember. In this? Okay, I'll fix it. Jordan Williams. Somebody want to be my designated team looker up person? Jordan Williams college bowl ticket. And that Jordan Williams is New York Giants. New York Giants. Browns for Chiefs. Okay. Let's get a big one. Let's get a big one. Dak Prescott. You guys ready for baseball? I am. Fucking finally. Right around the corner, baby. Noah Spence. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Cracked ice. Bucks. Who had the Buccaneers? Tim Land with the Noah Spence. Cracked ice. Nice start to this. We got a college bowl ticket and a cracked ice. 2 of 23. Noah Spence. And he was decent in his first year. Buccaneers. Another solid one. Tyler Higbee to the Rams. Pete Studemund. Tyler Higbee. Los Angeles Rams. Wentz. Zeke. Sorry, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Uh-oh. Paxton Lynch. College ticket. Paxton Lynch. To the Broncos, Dave Lunn. There you go, faggot. You got your Paxton Lynch. College ticket. Solid first box. Nice. That's why I like this, man, because no, it's college unis, I get that. But when you compare the price, what you're buying to what you can hit, it's not a bad deal at all. The product came down a lot. I thought it was worth taking a shot. And that was box one. Pretty decent so far. Cracked ice. Some foil. A Lynch. Not bad at all. If we can get a case like we got for the skunk pack thing, that would be sweet. A lot of people would be happy. I mean, there was two Daks in that. A cracked ice Paxton Lynch. And I think there was some other shit, too, that was decent. I don't know, not everybody showed their hits. There may have been other good stuff, too. People just didn't take a pic of it and show it. Gotta get Sean a nice Dak. And the variations, does anybody remember? The variations are a little hard to tell in this because they're based on the picture of the player. They're a little difficult unless you know them by memory. It's poses. I made it a little hard in this one. So some of these may be a variation and I'm not recognizing it. I know some of them, but most of them I don't. If you want to sub anything, please let me know right away, because tomorrow's Saturday, so everything goes out tomorrow. Okay, second box, guys. Good luck. Let's get a big one. Saints, Daniel Lasco. Daniel Lasco to the New Orleans Saints. John Burns. College tickets. College tickets. Daniel Lasco. Earl Thomas. Bowl ticket out of 99. Dak. Derrick Henry. And a Scooby Wright, which is the Browns, correct? Pretty sure that's the Browns. I think that's Goldfaden. Man, we got watchers dropping like flies. Nobody wants to watch Contenders break. Boring the shit out of everybody. Probably because It's all your guys' fault. Nobody's talking in the damn chat. And there you go. Charles Woodson, Alumni Inc. Now, I'm pretty sure that goes to the Raiders, but I'm not positive. Alumni Inc. Charles Woodson. Let's just double check who he played for and for how long and all that stuff. Charles Woodson. Played for Oakland for 11 years and Green Bay for 7. So that goes to the Raiders. And the Raiders are Dylan Clement with the Charles Woodson Alumni Inc. Dylan Clement. Nice hit. I think that's an SSP too. Chiefs. Yeah. Where's Dylan? Is he chatting? Can't remember who can chat and who can't. Oh, my favorite guy, Shalique Calhoun. That is the Raiders. I love him in regular Contenders. Shalique! Oakland Raiders, Dylan Clement. And to the Bears, Daniel Braverman. Daniel Braverman. Chicago Bears, Anthony Calarulo. Zeke. Zeke. Dak. Box 2 was okay because of the Woodson. Now we need some more love. So after this will be the preferred random team, which there's probably still something nice in there. If we go by the other cases of that we've opened, preferred is usually loaded. So there's probably more nice stuff in there. And then after that will be the Immaculate Random Team 2-box, which is up, I believe. Just like last time. That last Immaculate break we did was awesome. That one box was ridiculous. Wentz, followed by Goff, followed by that crazy Khalil Mack Pro Bowl swatch. That was nuts, that card. That card was nuts. Let's start talking some baseball, guys. I'm super excited that that's finally around the corner. Nobody really got back to me on that spring training thing. Nobody wants to get off your computers and hang out in person. Everybody too cool for that. I thought that would have been awesome if we would have planned a trip to Clearwater. And, you know, whoever could make it would go. Just take a weekend, go to a couple games or whatever. Get drunk, act like assholes. Maybe go to a card shop and buy a bunch of boxes or cases and just all rip cards together. Then maybe, like, you know, blow each other and have sex. Trade STDs. Put Tim in a box and ship him back to Asia while he's drunk. I thought that would have been awesome. But then everybody was a fag and didn't respond. I don't want to get away from my computer. I posted it like a month ago. Whoa, that's solid. College Bowl ticket, Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas, College Bowl ticket to the Saints. John Burns. Michael Thomas is good. I posted it like a freaking month or two ago, you idiots. What do you mean need more notice? How much notice do you need? Like 20 years? Jesus Christ, it's like my wife. Need a Wentz, Zeke, or Prescott. Really bad. Alright, this guy I don't know. Maurice Kennedy. Maurice Kennedy, College Bowl ticket. Gonna have to look him up. Don't know him. There's other teams in Clearwater other than the Phillies. The Yankees are there. Maurice Kennedy is a Raven. Baltimore Ravens. Tim Land. College Bowl ticket. Kennedy's bound ticket. I just wanna see all of you. Spend time with you. Right out, it's right around the corner for you, man. I mean, Washington's not that far from Florida. You could probably drive there. Deron Lee. I forget. Who's he on again? I always forget Deron Lee. Deron Lee. Fuck. What team is he again? Packers? Jets. New York Jets. And Bucks, Vernon Hargraves, college ticket. Bucks get another hit. Tim Land. There's a bunch of teams in the Clearwater area. Not just the Phillies and the Yankees, too. There's a whole bunch around there, because it's right next to Tampa. So the Yankees, I think, play in Tampa. The Phillies are in Clearwater. What's up, Rossi? Should be one more auto in here, I think. There is. To the Dolphins, Kenyon Drake, school colors. Dolphins, Ricky Shaw. Ricky Shaw. Yeah, ride out. Just take a bus or something. You'll be there in like 10 minutes, man. You'll be fine. So that is 3 boxes down. Next box. And while you're there, I'll like, when we go to get our seats, you can steal everybody's seat right out. It'll be just like breaking live. Is anybody going to the Nationals? Nate, you got to refresh your feed, man. You're really far behind, dude. You're like 5 minutes behind. And you won't hear me say that for 5 minutes. It's like a time machine. Where'd Denny go? Denny's not in this? What a queer. I'm definitely going to Nationals. I think I'm going to start planning it soon. So I can get the best hotel room known to man. What are you going to Chicago soon, Tim? What are you going to Chicago for? You joining a gang? Are you part of Trump's federal force he's sending in to stop all the killing? There's a card industry summit in Vegas in April. I'm thinking about going. Probably won't, though. Hobnob with some Tops and Panini execs. Getting good. Get them to send me hot cases. Opening day with Gunderson and Casey. That sounds like a fag fest. Why would you want to go to White Sox opening day anyway? The White Sox, are they even allowed to play any Major League games this year? Jaden Mickens, another guy who I don't know. Jaden Mickens. It's actually not bad so far, Denny. Jaden Mickens. Jaden Mickens is not on the team. So that will go to the not on the team pile. Next hit, Redskins, Sua Cravens. Washington Redskins, Dyson Lunn, college ticket. Did you used to live in Chicago originally, Tim? Devin Johnson, I don't think he's on a team. Wow, you guys are you guys going to have sex by the end of the weekend? Devin Johnson is a Carolina Panther. Panthers. Travis Oakstad. That's the only thing that makes this a fucking pain in the ass, is having to look everything up. These guys that are like on the practice squad. I've never been to a hockey game either. I don't think I've ever been to an NBA game. Aaron Burbridge. Another guy I'm not sure on. Jesus Christ, because I stopped getting these all in a row. Aaron Burbridge. '49ers. Dylan. Uh-oh. Nick Foles. Cracked ice. What team's Nick Foles on now? I forget. What team is he on now? Shit. He was playing for someone. Whoever it is, that's who he goes to. Who the hell is he on now? It's like totally... What team is Nick Foles on? He started a couple games this year. Why can I not remember this? Is he on the Chiefs? No, he's not on the... Yeah, he is on the Chiefs. Braxton Miller, college ticket, Texans. Texans. That's it, the Chiefs. I should have known, Andy Reid. There you go, Nate. There's your big Nick Foles cracked ice non-auto. That actually counts as a hit, so you won't be getting a skunk pack for that, unfortunately. Zeke. Paxton. So that box kind of sucked. Still looking for a Dak. Fuck, hand. Wentz. We did get a Paxton Lynch. We got one cracked ice so far. Imagine if we pull a cracked ice Zeke or Dak. How awesome would that be? Or a college championship ticket, the 101s. Yes, he is your Mettenberger. Is Mettenberger still on the Steelers? Is Big Ben retiring? There's like all these rumors about it. Anybody know? Has that gone any further? Or did he quash that? I don't know why these people were saying that Brady was going to retire. There was a bunch of people in Ball Game Heroes. Somebody put up a poll asking how many more Super Bowls Tom Brady would win, and like a shitload of people said 0. I was like, what more does this guy got to do to make you believe that he's the most likely quarterback in the NFL every year to win a Super Bowl? I mean, the guy's 39. He came out and played like he was 27. I want to go to a Flyers game. Actually, kind of really want to go to a Sixers game because they're actually fun to watch again. The Wentz Super Bowl ticket? Nah, there's multiple Super Bowl tickets though, man. There's not just one. There's like 2 of them. There's the variation, and then there's the regular one. It's not really a true 1 of 1. All right, here we go. DeMarcus Ayers, another guy who I always forget what team he's on, but I know he's on a team. Oh, Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers, Greg Goldfaden. Your buddy's uncle owns the Predators? Wow. Holy shit. Richard Sherman, cracked ice. Seahawks. It's still hard to believe that Richard Sherman went to Stanford. The way that dude acts, it's just extremely hard to believe that he is a product of Stanford. You didn't know that? I mean, it's like that in most products. Like Dynasty, those 101s aren't really a 101. There's like 5 variations of the 101. I mean, they're still worth a ton, and I'd love to have it, but it's not like a true 1 of 1. There you go. Cody Kessler. What is he now? He's a Brown. Cody Kessler. Greg Goldfaden. You got your monster, man. Mackenzie Alexander. Mackenzie Alexander. What team is Mackenzie? He owns the Buffalo Bills, too? Shit. How do you know? Wow. You got some wealthy friends, man. Vikings, Mackenzie Alexander. I should have known that. He's actually good. Holy shit. The Bills and the Predators. What's his name? It went for $4,000 in auction, or that's just what the sold says on eBay? Here you go, Nate. Brandon Allen, Jaguars. John Salmieri. Brandon Allen. You got to hit that dude up for more than just tickets to a Predators game, man. You want some jerseys. You want season tickets. DJ White. No fucking idea who DJ White is. DJ White. Is he like a majority owner, or is he like a part owner? Kansas City Chiefs, DJ White. And Zeke. So there you go, Nate. You got a Nick Foles cracked ice and a DJ White. Oh, holy crap. Worth every penny, man. Yeah, I got Mackenzie Alexander. I looked him up. Yeah, the Phillies were like that. One of the owners is now pretty vocal, but they were owned by like 5 different families, and they never really make themselves publicly known. Kind of pissed fans off for a long time. But one of them, Middleton, has now become pretty vocal and involved in the process. So it's been rumored that he either bought out some ownership from the other owners. So he's never had like a head owner since like the Carpenters way back. Oh, great. Now my cats are going to start going nuts. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm pretty pissed that, so what happened was I ordered on Thursday morning a bunch of stuff from my distributor, and it's in Long Island, and New York and Boston got hit pretty decently with snow. We didn't in Philly. We only got like an inch maybe. But I put in my order on Thursday, and then usually I get something back from him. Kenny Lawler. I know he's on a team, but I don't know what team. I didn't hear anything back. And by the time I found out that they weren't going to be shipping, it was too late to order from anywhere else. And then I got some bullshit excuse this morning. They never bothered to tell me anything. So, it's kind of screwed. And they can't ship anything to get it here over the weekend. So I won't have anything till Monday. Keith Marshall. Pretty sure that's Redskins. Keith Marshall. But we'll just break Monday instead of Sunday. Mackenzie Alexander again. Another. Yeah, they do that at the Phillies do that every year. They have a fan fest, and you can pay like $25 or something like that, and you get a grab bag, and it's got an autographed ball, other shit in it, other autograph stuff in it. You can get some pretty cool guys in it, or you can get like a bullpen coach. Buffalo Bills, Reggie Ragland. Herb Fritch. He sounds like he would own a sports team. That name just sounds like a sports owner. Herb Fritch. And Dolphins, Kenyon Drake. Need some more foil here. We still got 6 boxes to go, though, guys. We got plenty. Kenyon Drake. It's your second Kenyon Drake. Dolphins. Sean's got enough Zeke and Dak stuff. He doesn't even need to hit an auto now. Another Dak. Another auto. Zeke. Halfway done. We got 6 left. 6 left, and it's preferred and immaculate. How's immaculate doing? Is immaculate full or close to filled? This was an all football night. So excited for March. What's that, Mike? Evening? Oh, evening. Did you see what you hit, man? You hit a Peyton Manning 101 auto and Edgerrin James out of 25 auto. You had a nice break, dude. A very nice break, Mr. Granger. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm excited for March because that's when baseball starts coming out, guys. I believe it's Tribute. We got Inception, all that stuff coming. Museum. I cannot wait. Who was talking shit about me when the Woodson was pulled? What? I don't know. I don't remember anybody talking shit about you, Dylan. No, I'm pretty sure I said you, but if I didn't, it doesn't matter. I have a list, and you have the Texans, so when I sort, I don't go by what I say on the video. Nobody was talking shit on you that I know of. Yeah, Mike, 101 Peyton, and out of 25 Edgerrin. Those videos are uploaded, so you can definitely watch those right now if you wanted to, Granger. I'm starting to upload the videos while I'm doing it if it's a shorter break. Like Contenders, I won't be able to because it's so long. It'll slow my computer down to a crawl if I'm streaming live video and uploading video at the same time. But yeah, next month is going to be so fun with all the early season baseball releases coming out. Love it. That's my favorite thing to break. Baseball. Nelson Spruce. Who the fuck does Nelson Spruce play for? Anybody know before I look it up? Nelson Spruce. Los Angeles Rams. Okay, we need a big one here. Kind of fell into a funk in the last couple boxes here. There's a big hit coming. Has to be. Awesome, dude. I'm happy for you, man. See? You got something nice. And a cracked ice. Sua Cravens to the Redskins. Our second cracked ice. Sua! Who is the Redskins? Dyson with the Sua Cravens cracked ice. We had one earlier. I think it was Noah Spence. I think that was cracked ice. Sua Cravens, Redskins, cracked ice. Cracked. And another Daniel Braverman. Hey, what's up? What's up, faggot? What's up, faggot? Hey, faggot. What's up, faggot? Faggot. Another Daniel Lasco. Saints again. John Burns. Yeah, we need to pull another vet auto. Wonder if we can get 2 in a case. In regular contenders, that's a tall order to get 2. But I believe it's possible in draft. This is solid. Alex Collins to the Seahawks. John Salmieri. John Salmieri with the Alex Collins College Dicky. Dicky. Come on. Be a Dak or a Wentz. Four spots left in immaculate. Trey Madden, who also I know is on a team, but I don't know who. I want to say... Fuck, I just saw his name somewhere not too long ago. He's like a... Actually, I think he may have been released. He may not be on a team anymore. Seahawks. Seahawks, Trey Madden. All right, 5 left. 5 left. This dry spot is like Bruce's love life. You're actually right. Almost 10 years of marriage will frickin' do that to you. Why do you think I play with cards all day? But hey man, that's what Pornhub's for. Anybody see that guy in Ball Game Heroes today that was made that post about people from Pennsylvania? He was trying to get people to joke around, and boy did it backfire on him. I know Sean did, because Sean was on there too. Dude's making fun of Pennsylvania sports fans for God knows what reason. I don't even know where that came from. His comments made no sense whatsoever. But then he's talking all this trash, and then it turns out on his profile pic he's from Oklahoma, and he's a Yankee and a Red Sox fan. I mean, could you come up with a more ridiculous combination than that? You live in the middle of the country, and you're a fan of 2 teams that are nowhere near you, which, whatever, that's fine. But they're like the 2 of the biggest rivals in sports. How could you be the fan of both of them? That's like me being a super fan of the Cowboys and the Eagles. You know, my 2 favorite college football teams are Ohio State and Michigan. Really love them. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. During the Cold War, I was a huge fan of the United States and Russia. Really like that God and Satan guys. My favorite deities. Some of these people, yeah, well then we went off on the whole Oklahoma thing, you know, because he was making fun of our state. So Oklahoma was sort of an easy target. This is the same dude that told me that Mike Schmidt's overrated and that Dave Kingman is better than him. Jeff Lundy and I had a lot of fun with that dude one day. He's a fan of the Yankees and the Red Sox. Dom Williams. I have never even heard of this dude. I'm definitely gonna have to look this guy up. I have never fucking heard of this guy. He looks like he got busted for a DUI, so I'm gonna guess he's not in the NFL. Dom Williams. Who? Oh, guess what, guys? He's an Eagle. Never fucking heard of this dude. Is he on our practice squad or something? Never heard of that guy. Schmidt is the greatest third baseman of all time. And, I mean, there's plenty of you could argue that George Brett's better or Brooke Robinson is better. But Dave Kingman wasn't even a third baseman. Pharaoh Cooper. Los Angeles Rams. That was one of the funniest debates I ever had over sports. The guy said that Adrian Peterson bowl ticket. The guy said that Dave Kingman is underrated because he didn't get to play in a major market. Dave Kingman was a Met, a Cub, and a San Francisco Giant. He spent his entire freaking career in major markets. I mean, what is this dude talking about? Coming from Oklahoma, you should think anything with a population over 20,000 is major. Aaron Green. Aaron Green, who is the Rams. Regardless, he's on an NFL team. That's all I need to know at this point. I'm going to look anybody up a second time when I sort anyway, so don't worry. I don't want to keep holding up the break here, looking stuff up. Mariners. Kingman? I don't think he played. I think you're thinking he might have played for the Mariners like for a year. He was mostly Jarrell Adams. Giants. Dave Kingman never played for Seattle. He was Mets 6, Giants 4, Oakland 3, Cubs 3, Padres 1, Angels 1, and Yankees 1. But you see my point. I mean, the guy basically spent his whole career in major markets, at least most of his prime. It was a ridiculous discussion, and Jeff and I had a lot of fun with that shit. Whenever I see the guy post in there, I make sure to hop in and see what new thing that guy has to say. It's always fun. I think he was trying to say that Frank Tarkenton was a more athletic quarterback. Was a more athletic quarterback than Mike Vick and Randall Cunningham. Now, there's no denying that Fran Tarkenton was a hell of a scrambling quarterback. But that was in the early 70s when no one was really doing that at that position. And it wasn't so much athleticism as just being able to get away from people. Mike Vick and Randall Cunningham were pure athletes, man. I mean, Randall Cunningham was like leaping over people at the goal line. People that were standing up. Mike Vick is probably the fastest guy that ever played the quarterback position. It was an interesting debate, to say the least. Right, where's that Dak? Gotta be one in here. He's just an idiot. It's that Oklahoma education. Oklahoma actually, I don't know if people know this or not, but it became the state with the most amount of earthquakes. I believe last year from fracking. Good old fracking. They had like 600 earthquakes or something like that in Oklahoma. It was some ridiculous amount of numbers. A ridiculous number, like 1,000% more than they've ever had in a year. Zeke again. So maybe it's just the, you know, the gray matter in his brain being shook around. Jalen Mills. Jalen Mills. Eagles. Yeah, they like loosened all the restrictions on fracking, and they have like a ridiculous amount of earthquakes now. And the guy that like did all, I don't want to get into politics or anything, but the guy that basically did all that to let them do it is now the head of our EPA. Eat a dick, Denny. Yes. 100 monsters that aren't yours. That was Derek Watt. Colby Listenby college playoff ticket. That is out of 15. That must be a variation. And he is a Buffalo Bill, I'm pretty sure. Colby Listenby out of 15. I believe he's a Bill, so that's JJ. It's got to be a variation because it's really low numbered. If he's not a Bill, correct me, but I'm pretty goddamn sure he is. Get a couple cracked ices too. Devin Kajust, who I think is a Packer. Packers. Fracking is 100% safe to the environment. Well, not really. I don't get what you mean. It fucks up your drinking water. It causes earthquakes. Ben Roethlisberger, bowl ticket out of 99. I really could care less. My point is that he's from Oklahoma and they have a lot of earthquakes, so therefore he's dumb. Another Tyler Higbee to the Rams. Tyler Higbee. Los Angeles Rams, another one. Denny was asking if we hit anything huge, and apparently he missed the DAC College Championship ticket 101. My phone's dead, Denny, so I wasn't able to take any pics of it. I'll try and get one up to shove in your face later. We actually hit 4 of them. We hit 4 101 DAC autos. Really should have gotten the Cowboys in this break, Denny. Sean is now a bazillionaire. He's actually going to pay Trump to resign as president. And then Sean's going to become president by just buying it. And then he's going to ban travel of all orange people from entering the country, which means that Trump, when he decides to go to Scotland to play golf, is not going to be allowed back in the country because orange people, according to the news right now, are the biggest threat to American freedom, not Islamic terrorists. It is, in fact, orange people. I think we can all agree on that. I'm a hell of a lot more afraid of orange people than I am of terrorists. Yes, we also hit Big Ben SSP. You are correct about that. Yep, all 4 plate autos of Big Ben. But unfortunately, he just said on Twitter when I was in the middle of breaking it, right before I pulled them, that he's signing with the Carolina Panthers. So they all go to the Panthers. Ah! Burned live on camera. Dude, I'm so fucking tired, seriously. I'm ready to fall asleep. Fuck's the auto? The hell, man? Nice. Jordan Howard to the Bears. Anthony Colarulo. Jordan Howard, college ticket. Yeah, no problem, Mike. Mike's hit, dude. Happy for you. And Charles Tapper, anchor for CNN. Charles Tapper. went to Oklahoma. He's probably trying so hard to jerk off that micro penis right now. DJ Foster, Arizona State Sun Devil. Arizona State Sun Devils. Aaron Green. Aaron Green. DJ Foster's a Cowboy. Cowboys are on the board. Nice. Austin Hooper. Touchdown in the Super Bowl. Falcons. Falcons on the board. John Salmieri. You have one already? What, a micro penis? Or a, The only thing I know about Asians are they smoke a lot, they can't drive for shit, and they all have little dicks. That's all I know. That's all I know, is that you smoke a lot, you have little dicks, and you can't drive for shit. Let's just do all the racial stereotypes in one break for every race. Well, then you're not Asian. You're not really Asian. If you don't fit these generalizations, then you're not real Asian. You better start smoking a carton of Parliaments a week, or you're not Asian. You're faux Asian. Phasian. Silly Phasian. That would be like, I'm white. If I didn't act like a nerd, couldn't dance, and made insensitive comments to every other human being, I'd be fake white. He's ninjin. A racist gift basket? Yeah. Let's have a racist day, and we can have Secret Santa racist gift baskets. We'll call them clan baskets. Let's do it. Clan baskets. Twakey. Keith Marshall. Keith Marshall. Or we could just call them Trump baskets. I mean, same thing, right? Ooh, burn. Von Bell. Von Bell to the Saints. College Bowl ticket out of 99. New Orleans Saints. John Burns. Burns is doing good. Burn. Nice. Malcolm Mitchell, Patriots. Patriots. Who are the Patriots? J.J. DeLuca with a Malcolm Mitchell. OSU loaded. Ohio State had a lot of top picks that year, though, didn't they? They always do. Uh-oh, what's this? Devontae Booker! Rush week. Devontae Booker to the Broncos. Dave Lunn. You got a Lynch and a Booker. There you go, jerk off. Still looking for one of the big two. Big three, I mean. Wentz, Dak, and Zeke. Eric Stryker. I don't know who Eric Stryker is. Does anybody know who Eric Stryker is? Have I ever had to trump someone? Who? I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean. Matt Ryan. Come on, just give me one of those three guys. Just give me one. All right, last box. Last chance. He's a free agent. He goes into that pile then. All right, last box. Last chance for one of those big three guys. Maybe we got another cracked ice in here. Maybe we got another vet auto. Who knows? Who knows? Was he drafted by the Bills or was he just cut? He sounds like an undrafted guy. Dave's going to PM me after the break and ask me why his Booker and Lynch haven't been shipped yet. No, I have never done that. I didn't know that was a saying. I've never grabbed anyone by the genitals to check their gender before. Can't say I've done that. Believe in Philly, you can get arrested for that. I think it falls under assault. But that's a nice name for it. Just not sure if I should try it. Why haven't they been subbed yet? I want to know why. All right. Last box, guys. Here we go. Good luck. Yay. College playoff ticket. Out of 15. Kenny Lawler. Kenny Lawler. Need to look this guy up. Don't think I looked him up last time. Seahawks. Out of 15, Kenny Lawler. Seattle. Seattle doing okay. John Salami. John Salami. That being foil is not a great sign. Unless they snuck a couple foil in here. 2 left in Immaculate, guys. That will break after Preferred. And Preferred's probably going to go fast. Jordan Jenkins. Jordan Jenkins. Your other Blue Lewis. Your other Blue Lewis? Are you serious? I don't even know. You had 2? You're Dylan Carlson Black. Dude, the sub that just popped was fucking horrible. We did so bad on that. Everyone did bad. The only person that did good was Colarulo. Colarulo dimed to fucking Gold Seeger. What an asshole. But everyone got killed. It's draft, man. Bowman draft is a nightmare this year for grading. There we go. Dak Prescott, Sean James on the board with a Dak Prescott college ticket. Sean James. I gotta post it and tag him. He wants a tag. Detroit. Sean Robinson to the Lions. Tim Land. Micro penis on the board. Bo Jackson, didn't I hit a Blue Lewis? I have no freaking idea, man. That wasn't that long ago, though. That wouldn't have popped by now. There's probably no question I hate more than, did my so-and-so card pop yet? I don't know. I don't work for Beckett. And to the Dolphins, Leonte Carew, Ricky Shaw. Leonte Carew. Okay. Solid case. Very solid case. Let's randomize those 2 non-team related cards. Alright, winner is going to get, there's 2 of them. There's an Eric Stryker and a Jaden Mickens. Oh, awesome. Austin's here. 4 better. 8. Goldfaden, Oakstad, Shaver, Nate, Dyson, Salami. Goldfaden gets the 2 shit autos. Congrats, Goldfaden, on your shit autos. So let's do the recap